Here's how to make a digital comic strip on Storyboard That. So here I have my week's worth of folders. This week's writing assignment is under Thursday, April 9th. You get to make a comic strip adapting a story that you've been reading or that you read earlier this week. So here is the assignment. I'm going to let you read this on your own. Basically, you're going to need to illustrate either a chapter book or a short story this week using either a hand-drawn comic or this digital technology called Storyboard That. So here's a bunch of planning stuff that I definitely want you to do before you hop on Storyboard That. But if you decide to do your comic strip on a computer, there is a link here to use in order to sign up for this technology Storyboard That. You're going to need to click this link here. If you decide to hand draw your comic, you can definitely do that and send a photo to your teacher. There are some resources here for how to do that. So I'm just going to go ahead and click on this link here to sign up for Storyboard That. As soon as you click on that link, you're going to see a page that looks like this. You're going to need to make your own username and password, and it's going to connect with your teacher's account. So I like to use like first name, last name with no spaces as a username. This is for Bob McFranson, and his password. Okay. So you're going to click this little box here and then hit sign up. Once you're on Storyboard That, it has a ton of options. I'm pretty new to this as well, so I'm still learning. I'm sure that you'll learn a lot of things through this process that even I don't know, and please feel free to share those with me. So you can see here, this has your teacher's class name right up here, and it has your assignment. The due date is Friday. You need to create a minimum 3-panel comic strip that illustrates a scene from a short story or chapter book. So you're going to go ahead and hit create a storyboard right here. And I'm just going to show you how to kind of navigate through some of this because there's a lot of different options. I'm going to click mouse because I'm using a mouse here. And okay, so the scene that I'm going to do is from Homeless Bird. It's the scene when Coley goes to Mala's house for that house party and she gets drugged by accidentally drinking bong from that one guy, Kajal, okay? So remember, I want to keep my scene short. It defaults as giving you 3 panels right here. If you want to add more panels, you're going to go down here to add/delete cells. If you click on that, then it gives you the option to click to like what shape of a storyboard you want. So for example, if I want 8, if I want 4 on top and 4 on the bottom, I'm going to go click all of these like that, update my storyboard, and then look, now I have 8 to play with, okay? So the first thing you're going to do is pick your background. If that's under scenes. So you can see there's a lot of different options. These are scenes in the town, and these also will scroll. If you use your scroll bar, there's like tons and tons of them. Entertainment type venues, venues at school, athletics, transportation. It goes on and on and on. Very cool. Mala's house is indoors. So we need to find like a room that looks like a place that maybe Mala had where she had her party, right? So we know that these girls don't have a huge amount of money working in the embroidery shop in India. So let's go with this one. So I'm going to click and drag it to my very first panel right over here. There it is. So now I need to add some people. So I'm going to go over here to characters. And once again, there's tons of different options in this one right here. So these are all adults, and I can scroll and there's like a million different outfits I can pick. I can also go to teens here, kids, people wearing different types of professional clothing, doctors, nurses, cultural outfits, medieval, if you're reading a historical fiction book, there's animals, if there's pets going on. Look at this little guy. Okay, so I'm going to go back to adults because I saw an outfit that I think looks like a sari that maybe Mala would have been wearing or maybe Coley would have been wearing. It's this one right here. So I'm going to click and drag that character right here into the scene and let go. And boom, there she is. Now you can see all these different options pop up. So I'm going to have this be my Coley character. So I'm going to make her hair black, brown skin, her eyes, sure, makeup, none. Blouse, I could change the color to like a brown color maybe. Her sari could be also brown. Okay, so you see there's tons. I can also edit the pose. So we can edit like the shape of like their head, the kind of expression they have on their face, happy, sad. We can like change their arms and have them doing different things. So there, now I'm updating my pose here. So there's Coley. I click and there she is. I can still move her around my scene if I want to. So now I need Mala. So I'm going to pick Mala right here. And here's Mala. She's going to be wearing purple. Oops, that's makeup. She's going to be wearing blue. Okay. And her pose is going to be like, hi, Coley. With a little wink because she's a winky type person. Okay. Update pose. Now notice I can rotate her if I want to. So if I want her to be standing on the side of the wall, which I don't, I can do that upside down. Okay. Standing on the ceiling. I think there's a way to have her be like backwards, but I don't know. You're going to have to figure that one out. Okay. Finally, next thing, textables. This right here is where you're going to find your speech bubbles. Okay. So if you want more, come over here to the right-hand side. And if you click the little down arrow, there's lots more options for you. So I'm just going to pick this one. I'm going to drag it in here and I'm going to have Mala speaking to Coley. So I get to just type in what she says. So she's going to say, welcome, Coley. Boom. There we go. Okay. And I can make it a little bit smaller maybe because, can I make it smaller? I don't know. Maybe not. You'll figure this out. Okay. So the last thing that I want to show you is how you're going to copy this cell into this one because I want my next scene to have the same characters in it. So I'm going to go right here to copy cells. You select first which cell you want to copy by clicking on it. So I want to copy this cell. I'm going to click that. And now it says click where you want to copy to. I want to just copy it to this next one right here. And I'm going to hit add to copy content into the next cell. Boom. Now I'm done. I can hit done right down here in the bottom right-hand corner. Okay, so now it's exactly the same and I don't want it to be exactly the same. So I'm going to delete the people or characters or things that I don't want. I can, I'm going to delete this whole text box here by hitting delete or backspace. And then I'm going to change what Coley's doing right now because it's a different scene and I want to show my reader that it's like a different scene. So she's not going to be quite as happy anymore because she is now meeting Kajal. So I need to find another character. I got to pick one for Kajal, who's that guy who gives her the bong, right? So let's say he is right here. That seems like Kajal type. Okay, so here's Kajal. And I can, again, mess with all of his attributes if I want to. And I can have them talking. I can move it around just like that. So I want you to play around with this. Enjoy. Make sure that you hit save down here in order to save your work from time to time. It's going to save it on my teacher page. You can give it a title like Bob's Scene from Homeless Bird. Okay, you are not doing it for Homeless Bird. You're doing it for either your chapter book or for one of the stories you've read this week. And then you want to click which assignment you're doing it for. So comic strip of a story scene is the one we're on today. And then hit save storyboard. Now I will be able to see anything that you have on here. And anytime you go on our class page, you'll be able to see your work as well, just right there. Okay. So enjoy this, have fun. I'm hoping that it'll be really creative. If you want to use this for other things, once you're done with your assignment, you definitely can because it has a lot of options and you can be really creative with this. Okay. Have fun. Bye.